Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gaming Toucan here. Welcome. This is episode 7 of Let's Play Europa Universalis Re-Reconquista achievement. In the last episode we've had an amazingly fun war with Aragon, which overestimated their capacity to bring us down, and with our staunch ally Tunisia we managed to defeat them, so glory to us. Good, yeah, it was good, it was fun, it was good, great times for everybody. Now, we are doing quite well in Americas. We're conquering the Caribbean, which is nice, of course. Now, a word of advice, we could be done by this age with this achievement, I think, but as fortune would have it, we were unlucky enough to have a powerful Aragon, lucky enough not to get Iberian wedding, and we were unable to expand faster than our enemies, so now it will take us additional time, which we need to spend on overpowering someone who is indeed superior to us. Aragon has 407 development, we have 257. That disproportion does hurt indeed. Okay, so we are just after a successful war. We are low on manpower, so I think we're going to reduce our army maintenance for now. Oh, actually, no, we're going to keep it, but let's think ahead. This is 7, this is 6, and this is 11. There are 500 guys over there. We're going to have a colonist any moment now. So, after some consideration, I decided to move to St. Lucia, start attacking those natives immediately, so that we can, yeah, are they terminated? Yes, they are good, so we can reduce army maintenance, we can reduce... This is actually really damn tempting. Yeah, 4K is nice, and yeah, let's do this. Let's keep these guys. Yeah, let's actually reinforce our armies. You never know when you might need actually a little bit of, you know, fast response troops ready for a fight. Now, we could use a fort over here. I mean, it's Highlands province, so yes. Taking over these lands will require us to do some management, but before anything else, before anything happens, let's get Mamluks as our allies. I think it is a wise decision. They are decently strong. It seems that they are a little weaker than the Ottomans, which sucks. We can invite a scholar from the Mamlukian school, which is Shafi. So yeah, I think that it's definitely worth it to have additional merchant for 20 years. We'll use him in Caribbean to transfer trade to, well, Carribean, right? Excuse me, to Sevilla, where we collect. It should increase our income by a little bit, so I suppose that's really good. And our first priority is going to be the repayment of all those nasty and mean loans. This is okay. We have a zealot where we have positive stability and a lot of mysticism, so that's looking right. Yeah, this is tempting to get an Inquisitor, you know, it's always worth to do it. We can't really afford to pay them off, so we're just going to get... Oh shit, he's a level 3 Inquisitor. And I don't think we can afford a level 3 admin advisor despite the best of our intentions, right? Yeah, but we can get a level 2 Diplo advisor, and what can the burghers offer? I suppose, yeah, it's going to be a level 3 advisor as well, and that's not good. Let's just get cash. and repay a loan with these boys. So one loan is down, free to go, I suppose. Diplo is tempting, but not at the moment. Military, I think it's the last moment to get military. Unless we decide to go YOLO and take 150 instead of 100. I think that would be risky. We don't want to have any estate problems. So we're just going to take 100 and be happy with that number. We can just as well drill. I see no problem with drilling. And get noble officers, as this is rather sweet. It should reduce our tradition loss substantially. And actually it's going to reduce it by 1/5, so that's always nice. Now I believe the Ottomans are going to become our enemy. Oh, they actually have a 666, yeah. Nice. Really nice. Regarding unrest, excuse me, Al-Mansha, can we increase it? Well, we can move these boys to Al-Mansha and then increase it, and I suppose that should be alright. Right, yes, now we can drill. It should reduce the unrest regardless, and that is indeed very welcome. War exhaustion. It's tempting to take it down, but I suppose it's going to down by its own, and no need to do anything rash. We are increasing our colonies. Actually, getting that level 1 advisor won't hurt at all. Actually, it's going to be nice. It's always good to have someone like that, right? So yeah, St. Vincent's is going to become a core as well. It's the same state, Windward Islands, right? So St. Lucia is next on the chopping block. Let's send the boys over there. With that being said, I think soon we'll become a major sugar exporter. I suppose the term sugar daddy comes into mind, right? Yeah. I can't believe how weak that pun is, but well, I stand guilty. Guilty as charged. Okay, so yeah. After we take Windward Islands, I suppose we're focused on taking trade centers in Caribbean trade node and dominate it completely. It's going to be worth it. Okay, so you know, cash speaks. Where's our beautiful navy? And well, we can't have an explorer on a completely useless trade ship, so let's just start exploring, right? I mean, that's what the guy should be doing. That's his occupation. We'll have to upgrade these ships. I'll have a lot of ships to upgrade, actually, so yeah. That's going to be expensive, but well, it's, you know, it's worth it. Could we remove? Yeah, let's get these guys a little more happy. Damn it, we can't make burgers more loyal in order to get missions in the new world. And getting France on our good terms might take a moment or two. I'm not sure we're actually going to complete it. Oh, Peter, we don't have Islamic Center of Learning, but our ruler is not good enough, I suppose. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get this mission anytime soon, so it's actually better to abandon it. I'll keep that guy, of course. He is going to be useful. And if we can get an engineer for half a skill for some money, I think that's going to be a good deal. But oh my god, how are we earning? How are we earning so much money? Aragon is paying us 20 ducats. Woo! I must say, I'm starting to think that well, that's a little less, unfortunate. I'm starting to think that making this money deal was a good idea. Can we debase currency? I'm afraid not. Let's hire the guy, get a loan. Of course, immediately put him in charge of our fortifications. He might be a Christian, but you know, he's still useful, so let's respect that. And I have to say, this looks delicious to have 8, 10, 12 point income. It feels really good, man. So yeah, definitely we're not going to be negative about our progress, as it is substantial. Now, yeah, this is starting to look really tempting to get some of those sweet buildings, but no, we don't really need marketplaces. We could get one in Granada. That wouldn't be so stupid after all. It's really tempting to get sugar plantations, but this is going to fall into a colonial nation sooner rather than later. So, with that in mind, let's focus on getting some tax income, as it is sweet and useful, all things considered. Let's get Caribbean Sea a little better understood. It should be most beneficial. A talented judge in Leon, the entire state. We hold 3 provinces there, and we're going to get unrest, construction costs, state maintenance, or a level 3 theologian. I think that actually we're going to take a buff to the entire area. It would be tempting to get it to level 20 actually, but we really need the points. We need tech. So yeah, I must say that getting colonialism in our home province was really valuable. I'm superbly happy about it. Now, with that being said, our war with Morocco would be really tempting to get, but we'll see how it goes, right? And come to think of it, well, you could get another leader, right? Let's get, they want to give him a custom name. Okay, let's give him Alamao the First, obviously. All around average. They want him to drill on half on the 7 cities. I suppose drilling is better. We'll get some army professionalism, which we traded for some manpower. Already paying dividend, I suppose you could say. Oh wow, this is nice. 1527, and from 27 development we are already 10 times bigger, and we are a world power. Who would have thought? Certainly not me. Now this means that we'll have a lot of costs in upgrading our navies, but we'll have to pay that money if we want to deal with the, what's the term again? Oh, with the Aragonese. Let's make him Alamao the Second, of course. Oh my fucking god, are you shitting? Alamao, you failed me, and instead Mustafa is going to lead our forces, you sack dude. Well, this is tempting. It would mean like St. Lucia into a city. Well, sure, take it. More production, more sugar, most likely. Oh, knowing my luck, I suppose we'll get something like fish in that single province. Oh well. Don't really need to hunt pirates. We're just continuing our happy exploration and perhaps exploitation. We could use a vassal in this trade node in Mexico, and I think that how to just say it? I forgot the term. I remind myself later, legalism or mysticism. Lower Andalusia gets state-controlled, start court conflict. Well, sure, we're getting this. Lower Andalusia includes Sevilla, but we don't care. And yeah, we are getting that sweet, sweet mysticism. And I think that, yeah, we could get... by 50 towards legalism. Okay, so I think let's keep it that way, okay, and deal with Christians in our beautiful state of Granada. The enemy still has superior armies, so there's nothing I should be particularly happy about. This is good, I agree. And judging from what we've suffered during sieges recently, I think we'll need to increase our artillery unit standing. Okay, this is nice. Fair enough, that means absolutely nothing. Finally, we can get these guys some New World charters, which will increase their influence considerably, but it's definitely worth it. And yeah, we are making a lot of money, especially from trade. It does appear that we are the major trade power in Sevilla, and if we manage to take Lisbona away from Morocco, that would mean that we completely dominate it. They are embargoed by Portugal, and they are interesting. They did not move the trade to Lisbona. Unfortunately, the Tunisians will support them, but I hope this is only a matter of time, and eventually we'll be able to turn the tide in our favor and have them reconsider and look at this entire funny business a little more tolerantly and not tolerantly, but more open-minded towards going to war with Morocco. I mean, it would be oh damn it, I think that's going to lower my income considerably, actually. 1 ducat is a lot. And yeah, just as I thought, ladies and gentlemen, when we're going to get additional free production, this is going to be, of course, fish instead of sugar. Explorer with... you know what? I think I'll get points. I don't need a 5 tradition explorer, really. I have a guy that's kind of okay. Okay-ish, I think, should be the statement. Now, it's 1529. We still have those sweet truces that keep us safe. But let's not waste time, because the moment any major conflict hits, actually, let's put an edict here, centralization efforts. At the moment any major conflict hits, will be the ones who suffer. So yeah, what's the situation here, boys? Can we just waltz in and take your stuff? Wow, level 6 tech. Not that bad. Wow. New Madras. Yeah, this is amazing. Toledo is getting buffed up rather sweet. It does have a fort, but I'm not going to play tall and spend any points on province development. I don't really need that. Additional colonists. My god, I think this is actually going to be valuable. Because God knows we do need additional colonists, especially since we're going to Martinique and we're going to get these guys a little better in morale. We're going to spend a lot more money on colonies that way, but that should be very economical in the long run. We have to stay ahead in tech. If we don't, we'll get massacred. So yeah, let's attack the natives, and we'll need to attack them again in a moment. So yeah, excellent. Natives exterminated. I know that's ugly, but such is life, I suppose you should say. And yeah, natives exterminated. The colony is taking a lot of money right now. Let's drill these boys. And yeah, our army professionalism is starting to increase again. It will take a while, but of course, drilled army is a good army, so let's keep them that way. And Portugal, it's not Portugal, thank God it's not Portugal, though they have a colony in Capo Verde, so they could be able, they could start colonizing, and we'd certainly not like that, right? We certainly wouldn't like that. Now, why is gold production so low, boys? War exhaustion is non-existent anymore. Why is it so low? Goods produced. I don't like that fact that we have such a low gold production capacity right now. And despite all the improvements that we've had, we still don't earn that much. I'd like to earn a little bit more. I know it's greedy, but sometimes greed is good. And this is one of those circumstances. Now, of course, my insatiable increase in province development means that I have to give something to the emirs, and this is kind of not good. They have this already. Yeah, let's just expand the I mean, you should be happy, right? Not good. It's a real pity that our leader has died. He was decent, really, really decent. Let's keep that stab positive. It is valuable, right? So we are going to keep it that way. I mean, it's incredibly valuable to have positive stability, as you can get prosperity. Prosperity is, well, worth it. No matter how you look at it, it's just worth it. And yeah, North Atlantic, American East Coast. Let's get American East Coast. And my God, I was afraid it's the English actually, but apparently I'm the only one colonizing right now. At least when it comes to Americas, and that does feel quite good, I must say. Though we'll have to work on our way towards the south and Cape of Good Hope. It is important to get there eventually. And we have 2 loans left. Truces are actually starting to end. We have only several years. Almansa. Now we are in Almansa. And I think we actually are going to stick with Yusuf. Okay, let's move. Let's see if we can get someone even better. Right? This is okay. I suppose I can respect that, Mr. Yusuf. Diplomatically speaking, okay, so we have only one enemy, and that is Morocco, which is interesting. Portugal is no longer a valid rival. Oh, that's interesting. We can rival Tunis. They are our allies. Let's wait a little longer for this sweet, sweet morale. We don't want to move to legalism yet. Let's see what we're going to deal with here. And what kind of a ruler that guy is. Well, dude. Get the hell out of here. You're not needed in this. You're staying, Yusuf. And just kill this guy. That goddamn pretender. Like, it's insulting he'd even try that kind of thing, right? Yusuf? Kill him. Right, yeah. Finally. And... okay, start drilling. Oh, that will take a long time. You're being... what is happening? Is there a Reformation Center? Am I seeing things, or is this so this is quite a distance, and you're trying to tell me you're going to... oh, this is weird. The province is being turned into something it shouldn't be turned into, and we have a heretic, which is less tolerated than Christians. Actually, it actually suits Muslims, as far as I know, so it makes perfect sense that Christians are better tolerated than some heretic Muslim versions of Islam. So I can't believe that. It's quite convincing, really. Okay, so colonialism now enabled by those assholes. 4 gold on colonies. I think this is going to be worth it after a while. Excuse me. And now we need to make a difficult decision. Do we want to go to war with Morocco? Can't really. We have protection of powerful allies, so we are safe on that account. They are allied with Songhai only, so doing some spying right now is, I believe, the most reasonable course of action. We are moving Portuguese out of this part of the world and into Africa, so I don't really mind. I think the Portuguese will actually benefit in the long run. They will, after all, move to India, I suppose. Well, since you, bad boy, can't really explore anything anymore, what about Ivory Coast? Because moving into Ivory Coast would be really beneficial, and taking this province in particular would be quite beneficial. Though we'll need to work around all those rather unpleasant locals, right? And it's actually a little too far for us. And yeah, we can get a little further range, so yeah, we'll need that spy network against Morocco sooner rather than later. This needs to change. Yeah, the Council of Toulouse, counter-reformation in the Christian world, something we surely don't care about at all. But yeah, let the Christians have the little games. They'll be bored in no time, and you know, we'll be better off without them, right? Right. So yeah, the stabilizing time is nearing its end. We are almost back on manpower. Martinique turns out to be a sugar plantation, which is so nice to have. I mean, sugar is indeed worth a lot, and it's only going to get better as the time goes by. Reformed. Nonsense. This is nonsense. I don't mind. It's Christians after all, so yeah, I don't mind at all. Yes, and we need Beja, because this is one of the alternative conditions for forming Al-Andalus. We have everything except either Beja and Algarve, or Valencia and Alicante. Now, Valencia and Alicante I think are a little more difficult to get. So I suppose getting Beja or Beja, I don't know how it's pronounced, probably someone from Portugal will correct me. Beja and Algarve is easier at this point. But yeah, we can take Beja from these guys, get a royal marriage with Tunisians, they are after all nice guys. And yeah, why do we have such a low legitimacy? I'm confused. I mean, I think I shouldn't be confused, but I'm missing something evidently. So yeah, trade is back on track. There's some money to be gained from manufactories. Explore well, Baltic Sea. Yeah, we could explore Baltic Sea and discover the Russians. That's... oh, damn it. Where is this? It's Konka and Jayan. Where is Jayan? Ah, it's here. This is grasslands and this is drylands. So you boys just move here. You are rather well drilled, so you should deal with these guys rather fast. And well, one last loan and we'll be done. Do we want to buff the ulema or the merchants? Well, we could pay these guys off, so I suppose we're going to sign with the merchant guilds and just get some money to get these guys loyal again, because this does hurt. Hampered expansion of Madras in Upper Andalusia. Upper Andalusia is this, and we don't really care about development, but that would give us prestige. Or we can get prestige. Reduced tax, I see. For 20 years. And reduce goods. We can't afford it, really. We need that money. This is, after all, making us a considerable amount of ducats. So, yeah, peasants revolt. Our highly drilled troops should exterminate them. And this means, yeah, we actually need to recruit some infantry in this army. Oh, damn it. We got dragged into a major conflict. I don't want to get attacked by the Ottomans. I have bad experience last time. No, fuck it. I'm not going to help the Mamluks. I don't need them. We've been fine thus far. Perhaps someone else could be a useful ally. Not really. Not here at least. Savoy. Well, we could use an ally. That's really no. Royal marriage. Yeah, we'll have to end that marriage with Mamluks. And that's pretty much it. So let's get back to... Actually, where do we have that missionary? We can move there and start drilling. It should make it a little... the people of Batalawas a little calmer, I suppose. They are Shia, so I don't know what I'm expecting. There you go. And yeah, our provinces in the Caribbean are looking rather nice. No. Go away. Go away, reptile. I know this is negative prestige, but we can't have something like that in our state. Let's move to Havana, because that's the next province we're going to take for our colonies. And ouch, that hurt. That did indeed hurt. So yeah, additional diplomat is nice. chance for an alliance? Certainly not. These guys don't really trust us, don't they? Do they? Well, we could use some more allies. Positive, nah, I don't think we can get some allies anytime soon. Actually, I'm getting a little uppity and concerned by the fact that our friends, the Aragonese, almost have the truce with us over. And you know, guys like them might actually think that some violence is warranted against us for everything that's happened to them, right? Yeah. This might end bloody and ugly, so let's get back that loan and let's start thinking about war preparations, because we need to stay ahead of the game. And yeah, that's nice. St. Luca is now self-sustaining, a foothold in West Africa. 3 colonies, and we get Ivory Coast, trade power. That's tempting, but this is much easier to get completed. A trade nation in the Caribbean. It's going to be established any moment now, so yeah, I think yeah, well, it's going to be established rather fast. You guys can start butchering these nice boys. Oh my god, I completely forgot that there's high attrition. Luckily enough, we avoided it, so good for us, I suppose. And this income looks nice. I'm glad that the Europeans are starting to have the little religious problems. We don't need any of that in our house. Come to think of it, it's really tempting to just push a little income. Institution spread, trade power propagation. We're not using mercenaries, obviously, so religious wars it is. We are fighting religious wars after all, and you guys will have to stop drilling for a while. I need that cash. What's with those shitty heirs, really? Let's hope that we get some prestige soon enough, and yeah, we can go after those bad boys. Who's Songhai? Well, we didn't discover them yet. I think it's something over here, but I can be woefully mistaken. Anyway, regarding the Portuguese, the decision will be made in the next episode. So this was one of the slow ones, but no matter, I believe that soon enough we'll have bloody carnage on our hands, and it seems like it's rather unavoidable. Anyway, thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Gaming Toucan out. If you enjoyed the show, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you again soon. Bye bye.